everyone, Salty Swimmer here, liquidtried.com. Click all the buttons, do all the things. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the number one tip or skill that you need to know before transitioning from pool swimming to open water swimming. So if you're a triathlete or you're a swimmer and it's your first time heading into the open water, outside of all the safety tips and all the equipment, there's one thing that is more important than anything else other than knowing how to swim. That is probably the most important thing, but that's not my tip. Sighting. Sighting is a skill that will change your open water swimming. So when you swim in a pool, your head's down, you're looking down, you're swimming, you're breathing, you're looking at your black line, you're swimming in a straight line. But when that black line disappears, I don't think you're going to be swimming in a straight line anymore. Even the best swimmers in the world don't swim in a straight line at this point. They're going all over the place. They have, they're using visual markers when they're breathing, but ultimately what they're doing is they're sighting. And sighting is the mere act of looking up, picking a large landmark or some type of physical feature that is easy to see from far away that you can use to help you navigate to make sure you're swimming in a straight line. Super simple. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I highly don't recommend popping the head up, doing breaststroke for a couple strokes, and then getting back into swimming. The reason why is if you are in a race and there are 1,000 people swimming behind you, or even 2 people swimming behind you, and your head comes up like this, right? So I'm swimming, head comes up, and they're right behind me, they're gonna come up and slap me in the back of the head. It's gonna suck. So I urge you not to do that, but that works, okay? So all we're doing is we're swimming, you breathe, you look up, 1 or 2 strokes, and then you put the head back down, and then you are all set, okay? So that's sighting. Basically, it's looking where you're going. Couple tips with sighting though, all right? If you are in a race, don't sight for the person in front of you, because if they're off course and you're sighting to them, you're also off course. Sight to the buoy if you can, but if the buoy is kind of close to the water line, you might need to look for a big tree or a telephone pole or a mountain or something that is easy for you to see just by popping your head up for like 1 stroke and then putting it back down. You're gonna wanna sight every 6 to 10 stroke cycles, okay? Well, maybe a little more. Maybe every 3 to 4 stroke cycles, every 6 to 10 strokes. This assures that if you go off course, you can correct really quickly and easily without going a mile off course. All right, so every 6 to 10 strokes, pop the head up. You can do the snake eyes if there's not a lot of chop in the water. You might have to get all the way up to your mouth. If there's a lot of chop, a lot of feet in front of you, so you have to see over all of that, you might have to go up a little bit higher. But when you go to sight, again, there's so many different ways to do it. Try not to do breaststroke if you can avoid it. Increase the kick a little bit. That's going to help get your head out of the water. But remember, sighting is not breathing. So you don't want to try to breathe when you're sighting, because then it's really, really hard to do. You're going to want to breathe before, then turn the head, look up, see where you're going, put the head back in, and then do 6 to 10 strokes before you're onto your next sighting. It can take a while to master, but it doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to see where you're going, make course corrections, make sure you're going in a straight line. Use different landmarks. If you're swimming parallel to shore, you can breathe to shore every once in a while and be, okay, I see shore, it's about the same distance. That doesn't always work though. That's why you need to be able to sight a few different ways to make sure you're always going in a straight line. So the biggest difference between the pool and the open water is navigation. And the skill that helps you navigate is sighting. So in order to have a really good first open water experience, practice sighting in the pool. So every 3, 4, 5 strokes, sight. Every 4th 25, sight. Get used to it, build up the muscles, see what it feels like, see what it does to your heart rate. And then when you get into open water, you're not doing anything new. When you're going to your first race, you know exactly how to get from the start of the swim to the buoy, to the next buoy, back to the swim finish. All right? Super simple tip. Hope you found it helpful. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Get used to these. Don't get used to these videos because I think they're going to end soon because the air is going to get warm enough, and then I'm just sitting in a lukewarm water bath in my garage, which is more weird than sitting in an ice bath in my garage. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. I'll see you next time.